Hello, welcome to FlixWater YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about how to properly dispose of a water softener. Taking care of your water softener is essential to ensure its longevity, but eventually, there will come a day when you need to get rid of it. So, what's the best way to do that? Let's find out. When it comes to the materials inside the softener, such as resin and salt, you can empty them directly into your trash. However, please note that resin, which is made from acrylic and polystyrene, cannot be recycled. So, it's important to dispose of it properly. Next, let's talk about disposing of the device itself, which usually consists of plastic parts. Depending on your local jurisdiction, you may be able to recycle some of these components. Or you may need to throw them in the trash can. Make sure to check the guidelines in your area for proper disposal methods. Before we dive further into the disposal process, let's take a moment to understand the lifespan of a water softener. Generally, you can expect your water softener to last around 10 to 20 years, depending on usage and maintenance. Regular regeneration is necessary to ensure peak performance and extend its lifespan. When looking for a new water softener, it's important to read reviews carefully and choose models made with high-quality materials. Quality plays a significant role in the longevity of the unit, so investing in a reliable and durable water softener is a wise decision. Now, let's get back to the disposal process. Once your water softener has reached the end of its life, it's crucial to dispose of it properly. Before you toss it into the garbage can, check your local guidelines. Remember not to include any resin or salt when discarding, as these materials may be hazardous and need to be removed beforehand. If you prefer an eco-friendly approach, you can recycle most parts of a water softener, including plastics, after removing all traces of resin and salt. If you're unsure about recycling regulations in your area, reach out to your local government authorities for clarification. After following the proper disposal protocols, there shouldn't be anything hazardous that requires special care. Consider options like municipal recycling or designated drop-off days for recycling centers in your county. Now, let's address the issue of water softener resin. If you've decided not to replace the resin, there's an important step in the disposal process: getting rid of the ion exchange resin. Refer to the manual that came with your water softener for instructions on how to empty the resin tank properly. Most tanks have a narrow neck design, so you can tip the tank over and pour the contents into a sturdy container like a bucket or bag. Be aware that resin can be heavy, so make sure your container is strong enough. To avoid any potential mess, you may want to double bag it for added protection. Remember, resin cannot be recycled directly, so it should be disposed of with general waste collection services. Now, let's talk about water softener salt from the brine tank. You can dispose of it by bagging it up and throwing it in with the rest of your household trash. Unfortunately, these bags are not recyclable, so they must go into the trash bin. However, if you want to be more environmentally conscious, there are alternative uses for water softener salt. You can dissolve some in your bathwater and let it run down the drain, or use it to melt ice on sidewalks during winter. Additionally, sprinkling a bit of salt around weeds in your garden can help control their growth. When choosing a new water softener, there are a few key factors to consider. First, consider the size of the water softener. It should be capable of handling the water volume your house uses daily without being too small or too large. Next, take into account the maintenance required for optimal performance. Read reviews from other users to get insights into which models require more or less upkeep. Lastly, consider the durability of the system. While price is important, thinking about how long the unit will last can save you money in the long run. Look for high-quality filters and water softeners designed for longevity. I hope this information has been helpful in understanding how to properly dispose of a water softener. Remember to follow local guidelines, remove resin and salt before disposal, and consider recycling options when available. Let's take care of our water softeners and the environment together. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for next topics, or click to see the next videos on the right.